Section 164 is about restoring Pell Grant access for incarcerated Americans. And this was ended back in the early 90s. Again, as part of the Get Tough on Crime. The Democrats did this through their 1994 Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act. And it took away access to Pell Grants, educational grants for incarcerated Americans. At that time, there was about 23,000 incarcerated people who were using these Pell Grants to pay for college, which made up about 0.2% of all recipients. So it was a very small percentage. It wasn't a cost-saving measure. It was to be punitive. It was to punish. It was punishment for the sake of punishment. And repealing this is, again, one of the other demands from the 2018 prison strike. And this is a bad policy for a number of levels, right? If the point of incarceration is rehabilitation, education is a way to do that. Education reduces recidivism. Studies have found by 48%. And so this has been an ongoing issue for a while. People have recognized I'll just say the stupidity of locking people up, saying, oh, you can't, making it harder for them to improve themselves, and then hoping that they've improved themselves when they're released. So in 2020, as part of the 5,593 page omnibus bill passed in December 2020 that President Trump signed into law, they set up a framework for addressing this, for fixing this, for allowing incarcerated Americans again to get access to Pell Grants. Fortunately, it hasn't gone into effect yet. It won't go into effect until probably the middle of next year. And so it also isn't a straight repeal of the provisions. Instead, it sets up a new bureaucracy and more red tape. So it's good in that sense, but even better would be to just clean up just get rid of the restriction on incarcerated Americans and allow everyone to apply for Pell Grants and give people much better access to education and help them empower them to improve their lives. So that's what Section 164 does. And with that, Chair, I think that concludes my testimony on this section.